Today I'm going to give you ground reality check of why and how look mixing got famous. And it is very important because most of you still think that looks doesn't matter, this doesn't matter, blah blah blah. The actual reality is looks do matter, and looks will take you a lot way further in your life than only thinking like, oh, looks doesn't matter. I won't work on this. I won't work on my hairstyle. Blah blah. Let me give you my example. When I was just a scrawny little kid, I wasn't looking healthy. I had acne all over my face. You could say that I wasn't the best looking guy in the college, school, whatever it was. But after I started working on my appearance, the same people who used to treat me like shit, like like no attention, this so whatever, this kind of stuff. They are the same people who were like congratulating me. They were the same people who were like giving me opportunities, telling that I should participate on this, I should participate on that, blah 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 blah. Now, I did a lot of transformation. First of all, I was a scrawny little kid. I had no muscles, this kind of stuff. But if you look at me now, I'm shredded as fuck. I'm shredded as fuck. I got lean muscles, this kind of stuff. I'm growing out my hair as well. I also wear earrings, this kind of stuff. You could say that I work on my appearance a lot, and you should too. But this is where like look mixing became cringe. Most of you only think like, oh, I'm going to just work on my looks. I'm going to maximize it all the way up. Yep, that's all okay. But you also have to like learn some things with it. For example, like soft skills. Like you could be the topmost looking, or you could say that you could be the most handsome looking guy in this college, school, whatever. But if you don't know how to communicate, if you don't know how to like express yourself, let's say that you walk into a room and you are with a loud posture like this, or your words come out something like this. No one is going to pay respect to you as well. So what you have to do is do look maxing and learn soft skills hand to hand. For example, like if you're doing look maxing, if you're working on your face, if you're working on your body, hair, looks, this kind of stuff. Also work on the things which also matters. For example, the way you communicate, the way you think of yourselves, like work on your things mindset as well. You could do a lot of look mixing. That's okay. That's fine, and that's also good. But you also have to be comfortable. You also have to be confident in yourself. Let's say you did a lot of look mixing, but if you're not comfortable or if you're not confident within yourself, you will opt to things such as surgeries, this kind of stuff. You will get a nose job, like plastic surgery to fix this, which shouldn't need to be fixed. Like most of the time, if you do a little bit of look mixing, it's totally enough. That will only take you a certain way. But after you go to the extreme, for example, doing some nose job, like height lengthening, this kind of stuff, it becomes extreme, and the rewards that you keep or the rewards that you get from here becomes something like this, like it becomes something like diminishing returns, where up to a certain point you are getting all of the benefits, but after a certain point it goes down. So what should you do? Like I said, yeah, like I said before, do look maxing and maximize your other skills hand to hand. Work on your communication skills, work on your body posture, work on your behaviors, work on how the way you speak and how the way you communicate to others, and also don't just like don't just think things, for example, like, oh, if I handsome this kind of stuff I will get rich, blah blah blah. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to work on your money making skills as well, like do some kind of content creation or teach people how to do look maxing, how to transform their body, how to like deduct their body fat, this kind of stuff. You could do all that stuff. You could earn money, you could become confident as well. You could also learn how to communicate with people, and you could also work on your look, for example, like getting a good haircut, piercings, this kind of stuff. It all goes hand to hand. You shouldn't be the one extreme guy you think or like you see on internet, for example, like some kind of like popular look mixer going into a club, getting all the girls, this kind of stuff. It only works when you have fame. If you're a good looking guy and you don't have fame or something like that, the ground reality is no one gives a fuck about you. You don't know how to communicate, you don't know this kind of stuff. Looks only play the certain looks only play onto a certain matter. After that they will look at your skills. If you don't have that skills, it's game over for you as well. Then you have to start all over again, and then some of you might get insecure and they will try to do things, for example, like hide lifting, no job, blah blah. I don't want you guys to do all of that. All you have to do is work on your looks, work on your soft skill, work on some kind of like money making skills, this kind of stuff, and then boom, sort it out. And then you have to leave this space, like leave this fucking space of like look mixing, black pill, this kind of stuff. There is a certain point in which it will help you, but there is also a certain point in which you should leave this space all totally. So yeah, do all of that and then just leave it. That's all I want to say.